Mindset is a fixed attitude and disposition and a mood. That's a mindset. Now, the key word in mindset is attitude. Because what God has shown me is that one's attitude will determine one's latitude. Paul says if you want to go higher, you have to start with your attitude. Because, see, if your attitude ain't right, you won't be in position to get the aptitude. And if you don't get the aptitude, God can't bring latitude. So some people may be wondering, what does overseer mean by attitude? Well, I'm glad you asked. Attitude is a settled way of thinking about someone, don't miss this, or thinking about something, typically one that is reflected in one's behavior. Paul says if your attitude ain't right, you will always wrestle with being content. And because your attitude ain't right, your aptitude ain't catching, that it's a difference between being content and complacent. And then we wonder, why aren't I seeing consistent latitude? Well, the Bible is very simple. It says where much is given, much is required. The challenge for 2023 is saying, I'm not going to focus on the areas that are comfortable for me. I'm going to focus on the areas that's very uncomfortable for me. And the reason God wants us to focus on the areas that are uncomfortable for us is because the areas that we are uncomfortable in are the areas that will require faith to be activated. Oh, God. Stay with me, stay with me. Faith is heavy because faith is a belief and a trust, watch this, in the loyalty of God. Faith is confidence that God will do something and it will be for my good. Faith says, I look beyond my situation and circumstances, and I choose to stand on what God said I am rather than what man declare I am. Do I take what man declare, or do I take what God decrees?